Hi, welcome to the Knockers. This is the crone, of course. Budums isn't here because I'm doing the craft segment. But what I want to show today, I'm not sure I showed this before. If you don't have one, you do a lot of crafting, get yourself one of these kits. These are awesome. You don't have to use it for pumpkins. They could, like, especially these knives right here, they could be used for what I'm doing basically every day. These little rotary blades, I can't remember what they're called. Not a stencil, these are stencil pokers, scoops, pour saws. Oh, pounce wheels, that's what they're called. Okay, if you do not have one of these kits, go get one. Yes, you can use it for pumpkin carving and stuff like that, but in your everyday crafting, these little tools right here, and these, and the punch. Awesome. That didn't look right. There we go. Okay. So much for that. I was gifted two, sorry about the snipping, but season change, here it comes. 2 gifts today from Jake. I was complaining that my utility knife was not sharp, it wasn't this, it was that. And instead of getting me blades, he got me a brand new one. I mean, the old one, it works. It's functional. And I don't know where here it is. This is the old one. It's functional. It works. It does. But the blade was so dull and I did not have any more. All I said was I need utility knife blades. And he bought me a brand new one with 5 blades. This is awesome. That wasn't the only thing he got me. He bought me a hobby knife set, because mine is a X-Acto knife and I don't know where the blades are, but he bought me a brand new set. I'm in absolute heaven today. Doesn't take much to make me happy. Buy me stuff like this, buy me baking accoutrements, and I am a happy camper. Earlier today I started working on pumpkin that I showed in a different segment, and how to apply the first couple of layers. Well, I got that part done. It's dry. So I started putting the main layer on, which means you want the wrinkles on this. This is a pumpkin. Well, it will be when it's done. But you can see smoother side right here. I think. Yes. You see the smoother side right here. And then turn it, and you can start to see the ridges and stuff that's going to be the pumpkin. Now, of course, it's not going to be a happy pumpkin. It's not going to be a cheerful pumpkin. Most of my pumpkins, 99.9% of the pumpkins I make are going to be angry or evil. That's just, that's the Halloween in me. It's got to be, scary. Halloween scary. Okay. So what I'm going to show you how to put that portion on, the wrinkly portion on. It's going to be hard to do. That portion's still wet. Medium grade, oh, got the wrong one. Medium grade JCM, which is the joint compound mud, is what you want. I made some earlier, of course. And it's got to be this. Not completely wet, but just kind of drips. Mix it up really well. I should really put the recipe in the comments somewhere, but not today. Okay. I already cut down these strips of 2-ply, very cheap, cheapest you can find, paper towel. I removed the straight edge on all of them. You don't want that when you're making, it's hard to blend in that kind of straight edge. You want them jagged, like these are. Okay. Just wet it. Get it all in there. Your hands are going to get messy. Get rid of getting all dirty and messy. Crafting is not for you. Oh, I tore it, which is no big deal. It's just paper towel. Get both sides completely unfold it. Unfold it. Getting there. I got a little bit too much of this stuff on here. And I have a very small container I'm doing this in. Okay, set this aside. Move this over. It's still wet on that one side, but you'll see how this goes on. If I can, oh, I'm having one of those days. There, nope, rolled away. That'll work. Just lay down there. Doesn't matter. Wrinkles? Oh, yeah, we want those wrinkles as much as possible. If you're not getting, it fell in, it went underneath. There we go. Now, when I get it on like that, I just like to pull it a little bit, and you will get those wrinkles. Sorry for the snipping. I still have the allergies going on. You know, change of season. If you don't have enough wrinkles in here that you like, you can add your own. Just use your nails, use a knife, whatever you want to use on it. Give one end or the other a pull, and you will have your wrinkles. And that's all you have to do for these. More wrinkles. I will do 2 coats of these. If I don't like how it looks, I will either go back with a wet brush and I will fix it, or right here I don't like that, it's too, or this is hardly, I can't really pull it, well yes I can. But that's all you really do for that one. I might have to edit this because I'm snipping way too much. In this segment, I wanted to do an update on the Hobbit House. You've all seen the little desk and my proud on top of this, my front door. I love that. See that. Now, last night, did the start of a bookshelf. I think I've already shown the fireplace. It's already in, but the bookshelf is not. That has to be done separately. And I carved out all of the archway doorways. It's hard to see that one. That one. But there, I realized there are no square doors, or rectangular doors in a Hobbit house. So I had to go back and cut out my side walls, different shape, add in more pieces to it to make the arches work. This one was just one sound. These two I had to carve out some of the walls that were already in there, and now it's even more stable. So I'm really happy with how this is turning out. I think the next piece, after I finish with the bookcase in the study/library, I will start in the kitchen again. I'll probably finish this up as much as I can or want to, but then I will start on the kitchen table, which looks like a really, really neat picnic table. So that's my next project for today anyway. Let me try this again. I had a whole bunch of these tiny pieces left over from my cardstock that I made I think last week. There were just a bunch of tiny pieces, and I decided they were the perfect size to make furniture for the Hobbit House. I already got the kitchen table to this point with the cardstock. It's already been taped, but this is going to be, I think, a cedar chest, a storage chest, whatever. If you ever look in the Hobbit movie, any of the Lord of the Rings movie, you will see they have in Bag End they have a ton. They have a ton of little storage chests everywhere. It's a mess, so I'm liking it already. This is going to be fun. So that's what I'm doing today. I had to go out and get me some twigs from the tree. Well, a big branch that fell a few weeks ago, nice and dried out. Because I'm making, where's my tabletop now? I'm making a small table. Here's the base. I already put 2 layers of the thick corrugated cardboard together. Here will be my tabletop when I'm done. So I needed something in the middle, and this is where this comes in. Pretty much the same concept that I did for a different house I'm making, the haunted house. Where's my table? Ah, what I made this for the haunted house. There was something I came across. I actually came up with. I don't know if anybody else has done this or not. I took, it was thick corrugated cardboard. I just cut a length of it. It's about 1.5 inches by about 1/2 inch. I folded it in half and rolled it a little bit to get it flat side, so when it's sitting on a shelf, when it's done, it'll look like a book. So you just fold it over, make sure there's a rounded or flat edge here on one end. The open end, just glue it, and if it's too long, like this one I think might be a little bit too long for my shelves, I might cut it down a little bit after it's completely dry and cured, but they will look like little, there's a tiny one that I made earlier. And you want to make them different heights too. I just started randomly cutting things and playing with them, and that's what I came up with. So these will be my books in my shelves. My chest is coming along pretty good. I got the first layer on 3 sides of my goop stuff, my bud, and that's it for now. Okay, I'm back. I got 5 toothpicks just in case I screw up. I'm going to snip the ends off. Find my snippers. There they are. Oh, these are. Nope, I'm going to use the other ones. They're just easier to work with. I'm just going to snip off the ends. I will not be using these, so this is just garbage. Now I figure how big I want these. Pretty tiny. Let's see how that will work. I know I should have it close enough to be doing this, but that's not going to happen today. Yeah, I think that's about good size. Right there. Then I'm going to mark with a pen. They don't have to be perfect, and you can't cut them at an angle so that they fit better on the tree. Yes, I put my hand over it. I've been hit in the face with these. I've been hit in the face with clipping things, so learned my lesson when I was big. That's alright. Just gonna keep going. It'll work. And I lost it. No, there it is. I lost that one. I didn't. It's right there. What is chewing on my leg? As you can see, it moved into the way back. It's a bit warm. Oh, now I have another dilemma. I need to plug this in. I don't have any more outlets that are close enough to that, so I have to sacrifice something. And I can't. Oh, Lord. Okay, I'll be back.